Good morning. Watching somebody rap. He didn't even put it in his playlist of being live. I had to look on his webpage because I'm bored. But check it out.
I'm strange, but dropping like a soap opera. I'm a curb on the get away with helicopters. I observe so many niggas get 3 strikes and off from jail. So they right across from them. I can't cry because it's on there. On his own there, living like Doug's hat. So I can't frame up to my people when they ask for bitches. Just hard bitches. Better learn about the dress code, the B's and C's. All the other niggas copycats, B's and C's. I know crap, nothing about with it. Is every nigga in a day got a little bit of thug in him? Better what you show. Better watch this. The bitch camp gets pissed to live down on leg. Wow.
I'm just embarrassing myself. Especially if I leave this posted for anybody to really watch it. I wonder how long it is. That's what she said. Trying to figure out how long the broadcast is. That's enough for now. I'm going to hit this little stop broadcast button real quick. Peace.
And I wanted to bring you out to the back porch again so I can show you the aloe vera plant, as I was trying to explain what the little flower buds were looking like. And maybe I'll turn on the light here. And that might be a little bit better. Yeah, see how they're sprouting out? Or stretching out? So yeah, that's a aloe vera. And it's got one big bud right there. So that's what it looks like for right now. I'll keep you posted on when it starts flowering, but it's starting to. I mean, it's looking better than what it was. And I wanted to take you into the grow box here. That might be a sprout. I don't know. But as you can see, it's been dark enough. And the worms that were in the container are up on top. Remember, I just threw castings in this. But I'm wondering if that's pumpkin. Because that's the only seeds I planted in this one. That's a baby. Yeah. A little bit bigger than a baby, but yeah. And that's distinctive of red wiggler worm of the yellow ascens of them. And the top tobacco, as you can see, they're growing nicely. They're getting plenty of light, and it's still nice and moist. There's a nice seedling there. There's some tall ones, some short ones. You're going to have that. Out of this bunch here, I might get a dozen plants. Yeah, I know it looks like hundreds, maybe a couple thousand, but you only get a few plants out of these that really survive. You weed out, or you transplant the bigger plants, and I'll show you that as they get bigger, as they grow. But yeah, that's the top one. Let's check out the bottom. And the bottom container is looking alright. The stems are white, but that could be the lack of light I gave them when I first started out, and that's my own fault, because I didn't think they'd sprout that quick. I'll keep the cover on, keep them moist. Still looks moist in the container itself that it's in. It'll probably be another month or more before I start taking out some to transplant. And Nothing going on with the cantaloupe yet. But there's not enough heat. To sprout the plants yet. I've got gas. Don't worry about that. Most men do. So yeah, there's nothing yet there. And I don't know if I could get another container in. Maybe I'll start basil. That's just a thought. Yeah, let's have a look in the Isopod bin while I'm showing you around today. There's a bunch right here. I'm not too sure why they do that. I don't know if it's air or there's not much air there. Then they hang out up here, and I usually force them down. As you can see, banana peels are still there. I'm still looking to see worms. I just opened this and haven't. Those are avocado peels, and they're breaking down a little bit. I mean, that's going to take a long time. There's an isopod in there too. This here is growing. Let's see if I can show you. There's the roots. Whatever that is, it's growing. I didn't put that in. Well, I mean, I put it in there, but as you can see, there's roots there. So, I think this is celery or an onion. Oh, it's onion. I didn't think that would grow. Well, I guess if I wanted onion, I could take that out, but I don't really want it. There's a bunch right there. Looking to see. That's growing too. That's another onion. Huh. That's a little mushroom. So these banana peels aren't doing much for breaking down yet. And I don't really see any worms. It's a nice big pulley there. They're cruising around. Up on top here. Maybe they're having sex up here. I don't know. It must be a couple dozen, maybe. Hanging out all up in here. Maybe I should leave them alone and let them get at it, you know. So yeah, I figured I'd give you a look. Oh, look at the carrots. I just looked at that now. The carrots are forming tops in here. I mean, they'd grow something if I put them out in a pot, but yeah, they're growing. See, let's see here. That's like you would have on a carrot, you know, the top of a carrot growing. And they're just sitting in the wet, you know, compost that's in here. That's why that worm compost, well, not worm compost, that's the Isopod compost. That's what they're in. And it must be healthy enough to sprout all these plants up, or that wouldn't happen. The worms probably haven't got to it yet. There's a big clump of worms down in there. Not worms, isopods. Trying to find some worms for you, but I don't see any. They're probably enjoying all the isopod compost, you know, that's in here. So that's a look. It's doing healthy. They're looking fine. They're not escaping. And we'll let it go for, I don't know, a week or two, and we'll take a look at it again and see what changes are happening in here. You know, things are growing in the dark. It's all dark in here. That's why these are kind of a little bit of green there, but it's all white. They'd probably be fully green if they had light in here. Well, the reason I keep showing you the grow box of everything's growing in it is to give you an idea of how fast and show you the progress of the plants. You know, I don't want to oversaturate you of watching it all the time, but you know, the progress of the plants this year compared to last year. If I vlogged it last year, you would have seen a slower increase of the growth. It took weeks for the plants to grow compared to this year. This year is growing quick, a lot quicker than they were last year. So that's why I try to keep showing you the progress of them. And, it gives you an idea of how quick plants grow. If you're new to that, if you're already growing plants, you're going, oh, you're showing us again. But if you're new to, watching plants grow, you're going, wow, those little plants grow, and then they grow into the big plants. Those weren't transplanted, from a store or anything. Those are the tobacco plants that I grew last year are the ones I'm growing now. That's how small they are when they start out, and they grow into those big plants. And hopefully this year they'll be taller. From things that I found out that, I planted them out late last year, and hopefully this year I'll plant them out early. That's one thing I found. I think it was like June or something. April, May, June. Possibly May or June I planted them out last year. And that's why, they only grew up that high. I should be able to get them even taller from the original plant that the seeds came from. That plant was like at least 7 to 8 feet high. I guess I could find a picture online of it. But I have like tons of seeds left. I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I'd like to give out the seeds locally for those the tobacco plants, because the hummingbirds and other birds like it for the flowers of the nectar. It brought in a few hummingbirds into the front, and I should put out my feeder sometime soon here to see if I can start attracting them. I've heard reports of hummingbirds the past 2 or 3 weeks near the lake so far. So that's what I might do, is put out the hummingbird feeder within the next day or two, hopefully. So hopefully you enjoyed the vlog today. I want to catch you guys up on the worm bins, give you a look around in those. I know we haven't looked in the pants bin and the phone book bin since I've made it. I haven't done anything with the phone book bin. I guess I should give it some water and take a look and see what's happening in there. Haven't even fed it. Yeah, I know I'm being bad about that. I should have fed it by now, but with it being as wet as it was and the castings that I put in there, it should be fine still. But maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow, is give you a look around in the worm bins and show you what's happening with those. So thanks for watching, and enjoy your day.